Na mimi nimeapa hata kama nitabaki peke yangu, vijana wa Kenya na vijana wa Mlima Kenya nitaokoa. Wako manamene, wako nyera nyede, hii vijana mimi lazima nitaokoa. Wapende wasipende, haijalishi ni watu wangapi watapigana na mimi. Mimi nikielekeza macho pahali, lazima nitaokoa vijana wetu, kwa sababu hata kama tunawatengenezea kazi zingine.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the backstory. If you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified when we post a new video. Now ladies and gentlemen, just some days ago we were informed that former Citizen TV journalist Jackie Maribe had secured a job as the head of communications at the Ministry of Public Service, Performance and Delivery Management. But now the employer of civil servants, which is the Public Service Commission, has come out to dismiss reports that they had appointed Jackie Maribe to that position. In a statement that was issued by PSC chairman Anthony Mushiri, has asserted that no such appointments had been made and the board had not received any request from that ministry, that is the Ministry of CS Moses KURIA. And for the record, they have said that for them to have filled that position, then a competitive recruitment process should have been done for the vacant position. But the question that arises here is, how did Jackie Maribe secure this job if it really was true? Because the same cabinet secretary for that docket, which is CS Moses KURIA, was quoted at some point saying that it's true, and I quote, it's true that Jackie Maribe got that job, except that I'm not the one who appointed her, but the Public Service Commission. And you know, for such an appointment to be done, the public service must announce that vacancy in a specific position, then shortlist the applicants who have met that requirement threshold. Then the Public Service Commission comes in and says, oh, guys, we are not the people who employed her. We've not advertised for that position. And Jackie Maribe is not our employee. So all these things are happening within the same ministry. Moses KURIA is the head, is the cabinet secretary. Then there is the chairman of the Public Service Commission. So who calls the shots in this ministry? Is it the cabinet secretary or is it the chairman Public Service Commission? And for someone to be employed as a civil servant, what is the procedure? Because look at some of the journalists who have been employed in various ministries or other government institutions. If I can remember, there are like 5 or 6 journalists who left Citizen TV, NTV, and other media houses to go and serve as heads of heads of communication in various government departments. And you'd ask yourself, how were they shortlisted? Was due process followed in employing these journalists? Were there vacancies, or were there people who were sacked for them to get those positions, or were positions just created? So if the head of public service is telling us that due process was not followed, we'd want to go back to the other journalists who are also employed under similar circumstances without one advertising for those positions, so that there could be a competitive kind of process of hiring these heads of communications in these departments. And then Kenyans were asking a lot of questions. One is the fact that after Jackie was acquitted, just immediately after she was acquitted, some days after that, she secured the job. So what were the requirements for this job? Was there due diligence done, and were there no Kenyans who could have been given this job? So maybe one, the Public Service Commission is reacting after there was a backlash by Kenyans. And then the second issue is the fact that it could also take a political angle. Because sometimes back, Moses Kuria talked about him being sabotaged, and in his social media account, Moses Kuria talked about someone very influential in government sabotaging his work. So if Moses Kuria selected or chose Jackie Maribe to be the head of communication in his ministry, maybe someone who is very senior in government, who is not comfortable with the way he's working, might have made that call to the chairman of the Public Service Commission to rescind that appointment so that Moses Kuria could know who is calling the shots in this government. So two things come into mind. The fact that someone is trying to sabotage Moses Kuria. I think he talked about it like around 3 days back when he was attending a tournament which he had organized for youths from Central Kenya. I want you to listen in.
Hii maneno yote tunapanga ndio tusaidie katika hii vita ya kupigana na mihadharati, kupigana na madawa ya kulevya na kuokoa watoto wetu. Hii mchezo sio mambo ya siasa. Hii mambo ya vijana ni matter of national emergency. Ningetaka kushukuru viongozi wote, Mheshimiwa Rahim na wale wamenishika mkono kwa sababu ya kushirikiana na mimi leo. Ningetaka pia kuomba viongozi wote, tafadhali kikuja mambo ya vijana wetu, tuweke mchezo kando, tuweke siasa kando. Na mimi nimeapa hata kama nitabaki peke yangu, vijana wa Kenya na vijana wa Mlima Kenya nitaokoa. Wakumenamene, wakunyera nyede, hii vijana mimi lazima nitaokoa. Wapende wasipende, haijalishi ni watu wangapi watapigana na mimi. Mimi nikielekeza macho pahali, lazima nitaokoa vijana wetu, kwa sababu hata kama tunawatengenezea kazi zingine, na mmeona rais anatutafutia kazi huko ng'ambo, mmeona rais akitupatia kazi ya housing, mmeona rais akitupatia kazi ya industrial park, pia hii ya talanta lazima pia tushikilie. Hata talanta ni kazi. Mimi nikwambia vijana, msikate tamaa. Kuna mambo matumaini, mambo bado. Sisi kama serikali tunang'ang'ana. Hapo mbele naona mbele iko sawa. Tukuze talanta zetu, tupendane, na sio kila wakati ati ni wakati wa siasa.
So remember, Moses Kuria also talked about someone trying to sabotage him, and there were talks within the corridors of power that Moses Kuria wanted to resign. He did even called for a press conference where he was apparently supposed to resign. So two things come into mind here. That one, there is one influential person that might have made that call so as to embarrass Moses Kuria. Two is the fact that the Public Service Commission, through their chair, is reacting to the uproar, all the questions that Kenyans were asking, because guys were like, in Kenya right now, for you to be employed, there are so many things, so many certificates. You need like a certificate of good conduct from the police, from CID. Did Jackie Maribe have that immediately after being acquitted? So there were so many questions that were raised by Kenyans that the Public Service Commission could not answer. And that is why, that is the second reason that I'm looking at here. That is why they had to rescind this decision to employ Jackie Maribe. But politically, it is a big blow to Moses Kuria, who had kind of gained some political mileage by endearing himself or by giving Jackie Maribe a second stab at employment. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the things that we are going to look at, and we're going to continue analyzing them as they unfold. So, if you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified when we post a new video. Until next time, bye-bye.